Right. This is a C6 fog light. And it's doing exactly what C6 fog lights love to do. Break. The mounting tabs always break and fail, which renders the entire assembly junk. Let's get it out of here and I'll give you a closer look. Alright, to pull the fog assembly out, you'll only need 3 tools. A T20, a little pry bar, and a 7mm socket. First, take out the 5 T20 screws holding the fender liner, then pop out the 3 plastic push clips. Now, get underneath and remove the 3 7mm bolts. At this point, you can peel the fender liner back and have access to the opening where the fog light sits. From there, remove the 3 7mm bolts at the bottom of the fog assembly, and the whole unit will slide out. Last step, twist the fog bulb counterclockwise to unlock it and pull it out of the housing. Now that it's out, I can show you exactly where these things fail. On a good fog assembly, these little mounting tabs are what locate and lock the light in position. They're supposed to sit tight in these pockets right here on the bracket on the bumper. But because of the way this is designed, these tabs break, crack, snap off constantly. And once that happens, the fog light can't stay indexed anymore. It starts to wiggle, it sits crooked, and it's basically hanging in that opening. And that's why this is so annoying. These nubs are built into the lens, and everything else can still be fine, but you're forced into replacing the entire assembly because the little tabs are part of it. So instead of buying another set and hoping it lasts, I want to replace the weak point with something that doesn't break in the first place. Yes, there are aftermarket options out there, but they all seem to use the same style mounting with those tabs. But besides that, they all kind of suck. I don't like any of them. So I'm going to attempt to make my own. The goal with this is simple. Fundamentally, we want to keep factory fitment and keep all of the factory mounting points. To do this, we need to get the entire thing 3D scanned. This is where we hit the first snag.
Detail back here we don't need.
Right.
These, like those pins there.
The lens itself fits through the bumper opening, but the opening geometry isn't that of the exact lens. And here's what I mean. GM uses the same basic fog light assembly across all different C6 models, but the bumper openings across those C6 models are not all the same shape. So basically, the lenses on these assemblies don't all show through the bumper openings on the wide body Vettes. Doesn't make sense? That's alright. Basically, we didn't want to try using the rock chips as a reference or spent a bunch of time recreating the entire lens in CAD. For what I'm planning, that design wouldn't have worked anyway. Instead, we did the smart thing and printed a blank. And I'll show you what we're going to do with this. But first, the main issue that started this whole thing. The mounting tabs. We're replacing that stupid design where they built it into the lenses with these stainless steel dowels. We built in some pockets to put them in there, pressure fit, just for the test piece. These will be much stronger. These will never break. They're stainless steel. And if the housing breaks or it cracks, you probably have bigger issues than just the fog light assembly. So now let's mount this blank up to the car. Absolute perfect OEM fit. Now let's check those 3 7mm bolts on the bottom. Couldn't be a better fit. So now we can confirm that it mounts perfectly just like OEM. Now we're just refining the exact shape of the bumper opening. Now that the blank has filled that, we're going to go into my toolbox, grab my sharpest pick, and scribe the exact opening on my bumper. This gives us a real-world outline to take back to the scanner and back into CAD. No guessing, no eyeballing. Before I take this back to get scanned, this is the fun part, because this is what the whole project is built around. Instead of trying to reinvent a flimsy, dull, dim factory fog light, I wanted something that's actually built to last and actually puts out real light. So these are the lights I chose. Baja Designs Squadron Sports. These are legit off-road pod lights, sealed, durable, and designed to live in harsh environments. Way overkill for a Corvette. For this kit, I'm running the Baja Amber option with the wide cornering pattern because it just makes sense for a fog location, widespread, usable light, and being amber in color helps cut glare in nasty conditions. Not only do they look badass, but they're going to be brighter and draw way less power than stock. So the kit actually comes with its own harness, and it's a good harness, but I'm actually not going to use it for this build. My goal for this is to make it work like OEM. So we're going to do this a little differently, and I'll show you that part in a bit. We're basically building an endurance style fog light, something I've wanted to do for so long. So let's bring this blank and these lights back to the scanner. By the way, this is my buddy Brett, a super talented engineer. None of this would be possible without him, so go give him a follow and show him some love. Scanning complete. Now we've got everything that we need. An exact scan of the wide body bumper opening and a scan of the pod light. And while Brett works on marrying the two together, I'm jumping on the next thing. Wiring. First step for the wiring is giving myself a clean OEM starting point. So I picked up an OEM style fog light extension harness. The whole idea is to keep this plug and play and not touch the factory wiring. Before I cut or build anything, I plug it into the factory fog connector just to confirm the fitment. Perfect. Now here's the important part. The wire colors on these connectors can be misleading, at least in my situation. Black is ground or negative, and the purple/brown, whatever it is power or positive. So I labeled these directly on the extension connector. That way when I build the rest of the harness, there's zero confusion. Between the factory side and the extension, the colors seem to be reversed, and I don't want to guess or forget, so I don't screw it up later. Next step, I'm cutting off the male end of the extension harness because we're not going to need it. The car side stays OEM and plug and play, but this end is getting converted to match the Baja Designs weatherproof connector so the pods can plug in cleanly. So from here on out, I'm basically building an adapter. Factory fog plug on one side, Baja connector on the other. No splicing into the car and no extra switches. So these aren't normal butt connectors or simple splices. These are weatherproof connections and they go together a little bit differently. You've got three parts. You've got the grommet, the pin, and the connector housing. First, I strip just a small amount of insulation. You don't need a ton of bare wire here. Then I slide the grommet onto the wire before I do anything else. If you forget this part, you'll be redoing it. Now I take the pin and set the wire into it. These pins have two crimp points. The upper crimps grab the exposed wire and makes the electrical connection, while the lower crimp grabs the insulation and locks the grommet into place so it stays sealed. Because it's a weatherproof pin, you're not crushing it like a flat or normal crimp. It's more of a rolled circular crimp that wraps around the wire. So you want the right crimping tool for these, and you want it tight enough that you can't pull the wire out, but just enough so that it's crushed to deform the pin. Once both crimps are solid, the grommet should sit nicely into the wire, and now the whole thing is ready to snap into the connector body. Next, I'm just reusing the wire loom it came with. I just cut it in half and slid it back on so both sides of the harness have the extra abrasion and heat protection. It's just a small thing, but stuff like this makes it feel OEM and keeps it from getting chewed up over time. Before I lock these pins into the connector housings, I want to double check everything, because once the terminals click in, they're a pain to remove, and I don't want to pin them backwards. So instead of finishing one side and hoping for the best, I built the second harness for the other fog light first. Now that both of them are ready, the next step is confirming polarity on the car, just to make sure the power and ground are exactly what I think they are, and then I'll snap the pins into the housings for good. And boom, here is the completed harness. Full plug and play, zero splicing into the factory wiring. It goes from OEM GM fog connector straight to Baja Designs weatherproof plugs. Now we can finally test the lights. Let's test it. See? Okay. Now, ideally, when I switch this, it should go. And it does. Let's turn it off. A couple of weeks later, a bunch of revisions, a bunch of test fits. We didn't just slap a design together, we were extremely thorough. We went through a bunch of iterations. It's different versions, different pod placements, different materials, fine-tuning every little detail. And now we've got the final design. And here we go. And there we have it, a pair of C6 Endurance fog lights. I'm not gonna lie, the last stretch with this car has been frustrating. After that whole situation with the shop, it felt like I spent more time stressing and second-guessing this car than actually enjoying it. And that messes with you because this thing has been a dream of mine for a long time. But when stuff doesn't go the way that you picture, you start to forget why you fell in love with it in the first place. This project kind of pulled me out of that. It gave me something I could control, something I could obsess over, solve, and actually make better. Because yeah, driving is the best part of being a car guy, but what makes it hit even harder is when you fix something that's been bothering you, you build a real solution, and the car starts to feel like your car again. And seeing these finally working, plug and play, factory switch, the whole vision, man, it's just a win. I love this car, I really do. And I needed this reminder that even when things go sideways, you can still take it back, keep building, and make it even more rad. So there we go, a really rad solution to a very, very annoying problem. I think they came out way better than I thought. The vision was executed so well, I can only imagine how much better these are gonna look at night on the road. So I cannot wait till the weather turns to get these out in the night, in the city, badass mobbing the streets with these things. I'm so stoked. I don't know how many of you would be actually interested in owning these, but I am capable of printing these on demand. And also I've been toying around with the idea of making a full inclusive kit, just like I have here. So it's a full plug and play. Obviously, the Baja Designs lights I don't make, but I can work on acquiring those as well. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm not sure how I'm going to make them available, but I guess check the description, comment down below, find me on Instagram, whatever. Or maybe I won't make them available because then I'll be the only one with these rad endurance lights.